What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Critical Overlord here. We're going to be talking about Buffy the Vampire Slayer in this video here today, going over the sequel series pilot, which as of right now, rumored is supposed to be shooting out in Los Angeles. I haven't seen too much from the cast on Instagram to confirm this, but Production Weekly did mention that they were supposed to start shooting on August 4th. We're going to be going over this report that came out today from Jeff Snyder, a very hot rumor. Jeff Snyder has gotten a lot of stuff right in the past. Jeff Snyder reported this today. He says, hot off her turn in Sony's reboot of Sarah Michelle Gellar movie I Know What You Did Last Summer, Chase Wonders has joined the cast of another reboot, Hulu's Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I'm told that Wonders will guest star in the pilot at the very least, though character details are being kept in a coffin somewhere in Sunnydale. Ryan Kiera Armstrong is playing the young new Slayer alongside Gellar's signature character Buffy Summers. They are joined by Sarah Bach, Jack Scott, Daniel Tomaso, Ava Jean, Fali R, and Kingston V. Now, we know Chloe Zhao is going to be directing the pilot, which hails from writers Nora and Lila Zuckerman, as well as 20th Television and Searchlight TV. If the pilot is picked up to series, production is expected to start in March, and additional scripts are already being written in anticipation of a series order. Big spoiler alert if you haven't seen I Know What You Did Last Summer. Gellar appears briefly in the reboot of I Know What You Did Last Summer, so it's fair to see that she recently worked with Wonders, which is how the 29-year-old Harvard grad found her way to Buffy. I will just say that I believe Chase is going to be our vampire of the week. Myself and Daniel have been covering this show closely. A lot of stuff has aged well. There are a pair of vampires highlighted in the pilot description. They're named Jack and Shirley. Chase must be Shirley. If she's not Shirley, then we have Buffy's co-worker to consider. That character probably doesn't have a lot of lines, though, and I don't think they really want to bring Chase in to just give a few lines. If you aren't familiar with Chase, you can check out I Know What You Did Last Summer and Bodies, 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 and The Studio, which is something I need to check out myself. But check out those other two I mentioned if you're a horror fan like myself. We all know that the main lead roles are occupied, so my mind will still stay on Shirley and Buffy's co-worker until proven otherwise. Well, actually, my mistake. There's also the potential body that's discovered, causing the build of New Sunnydale to stop. 3 potential characters, and my money is on the vampire. I think Chase will look great in that makeup. As for our big bad, Daniel RPK reported on a Magister-like character last week. If you've been watching me, then you already know who the Magister is, but it's just a modern master angle, if you will. And I hope they do more than just reheat nachos going forward, as I stated in one of my previous videos dedicated to this upcoming sequel series. Now, I wanted to jump to Ava Jean really quick, because I gotta reinforce the Rosenberg theory surrounding Ava Jean. So I completely overlooked this post on Instagram that reinforces my theory, and many of yours, because I'm not the only one who thinks she's a Rosenberg. Larkin is supposed to be our goody two-shoes activist-like character, and Ava Jean will be playing her. This photo is Jean wearing the Sunnydale Class of '99 shirt, and it's an interesting choice considering Larkin indicates that her family has ties to old Sunnydale. And who do we know with a similar look that graduated in '99? Willow Rosenberg. By the time the show airs, I imagine Willow will be included in more scenes than Buffy herself, but that's just a theory of mine. Maybe Larkin is Willow's younger cousin, and Willow's in town because she wants to make sure no funny business is going on in New Sunnydale. Just a theory. There's always a possibility that this shirt is just something that Ava's had for years because she's a massive Buffy the Vampire Slayer fan. I doubt it, though. I think there is a reason she dyed her hair the color that she dyed it, because her hair wasn't like that before. Many of you pointed that out. And I think there's a reason she's wearing the Sunnydale Class of '99 shirt. It all just points to Rosenberg. And then the fact that Larkin is the activist that she is. Willow herself wasn't as big of an activist as Larkin seems to be, but she definitely had activist-like tendencies, mostly present in that episode Panks. So I think there is a strong chance that this character, Larkin, will be revealed to be a Rosenberg, whether that's Willow's daughter, Willow's cousin, or something else related to a Rosenberg. She's got to be connected to Willow, and if it's just a nod by having a similar person look like Willow, that's fine too. Willow isn't the only person that can have red hair. But what do you guys think about Chase Wonders starring in the show? Do you think she'll be getting cast as the vampire Shirley? Shirley, again, is supposed to be teaming up with another vampire, Jack. They come up from underground, and yeah, all hell is going to break loose. Very reminiscent of Darla and Luke in Welcome to the Hellmouth and The Harvest. That's the best I can compare those two to. As far as Chase herself, I do think she's a wonderful actress. I think that this would be a fine addition, even though, yes, I did mention in my last summer review that her co-stars were running laps around her, and I still stand by that. I just think everybody else in the film did quite better. But Chase herself is not an awful actress. When I see her performances, she does a great job selling what's supposed to be happening on screen. Her delivery of her lines is always impactful and believable. I've never been taken out by anything I've seen from her on screen. I've always been very convinced by what she is doing. I think she is a very capable performer who would be a great addition to this revival. And the fact that she's just going to be a guest star makes me confident they would want to utilize her talent to maximum potential. And that's why my mind has to just kind of focus and register on Shirley. Shirley, who is going to be the potential monster of the week, have a big impact as it pertains to this alleged ritual that's highlighted in the pilot description. And then, of course, Shirley will exit the pilot, however that may be, by becoming dust, whether that be by Nova's own hand or Gracie, Hugo, or somebody else I'm not thinking of. But I do see them using her in a bigger capacity beyond being Buffy's co-worker or even the one that ends up resulting in Sunnydale's build being stopped. I think they're going to use her as a vampire. I think that would be most appropriate for someone of her talent. And I think she would just look really cute in that makeup, if I'm being quite honest. But you guys let me know, what do you think about all of this down in the comment section below. Are you looking forward to this Buffy revival? Why or why not? Many of you I know still are not in on this franchise being rebooted or revived in any capacity because you think it will all crumble without Joss Whedon. I hear where you're coming from, I do. But I believe if you go into this without expecting it to live up to that original show, but at least be something of competence with quality writing that doesn't make you roll your eyes every 2 seconds, a gripping narrative rooted in, of course, the Buffyverse, and just try to be your own thing that's compelling without trying to constantly emulate Joss Whedon, then I think many of us will enjoy it for just what it is. Don't break too much continuity from that original show. Don't start doing a lot of retconning, and I think you'll be in a good place. Bring in some great talent, have quality performances, don't stray away from the look of the vampires, and I think many people who are naysayers right now will end up saying, hey, I want more of that. It's not like Joss Whedon's show, but I want more of this modern Buffy. But again, let me know what you guys think about all this down in the comment section below. If you haven't already, of course, make sure you go ahead and subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. In the description, I have links to all my social media accounts. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can message me there to let me know if there are any movies, news, or reviews I'd like me to cover in the future. And with all that in mind, guys, I will see you in the next video.